There's a compression of the supply chain. Stay on top of it because you're going to find value there. Right now, everybody who is in retail is suffering because no one's buying at retail, right? People want fast, they want cheap, they want inexpensive, and they want quality. They want to go to the source, they want to cut out the middlemen. And what that means is the guy on the one end who's charging the highest price is gone. The guy on the manufacturing side has more opportunity if he can figure out how to now capture the retail dollar. The people that were wholesalers want to charge retail price for their goods. People that are retailers are discounting and marking off. And so pricing is all over the place. An example of this, you see this with the big brands. The big brands were typically and historically manufacturers that got their products to the consumer through a network of distributors, wholesalers, who would then sell to retailers. Well, now the manufacturers and the brands are opening up their own stores. They manufacture the products and now they're also retailing the products. So they're capturing more margin by cutting out the various stages of the distribution process and the wholesaler. So now you have wholesalers that are buying goods from various different manufacturers, and they don't want to then sell their wholesale goods to the retail chain anymore. They want the retail prices. So the wholesalers are becoming retailers. The manufacturers are becoming retailers. The retailers are going out of business because there's too much competition. No one's going into stores and malls. They're shopping online, and their prices are too high anyway. And they have too much overhead and too much of a P&L expense list to discount beyond a certain amount, so the retailers are falling off a cliff. So now you got manufacturers and wholesalers competing to be retailers in a new sort of way and at new pricing. I mean, it's a really interesting time to notice what's happening. Oh, and by the way, you mentioned real estate. Not only are people not going to malls because they can buy what they need online, there's an erosion of margin because they're the last point of contact of the product before the consumer gets it. The consumer wants more for less. So paying retail is something that consumers becoming more and more aware of, and new supply chains are forming. We're able to get closer to the source, closer to the manufacturers. We're able to get better pricing and maintain a high quality. So it's a great time as a consumer, take advantage of all of those things. And then in business, accomplish a lot more yourself, in-house. Cross-train your staff. You can deploy services to your business and to your, in my case, my buildings, with your internal team, your existing team, without having to outsource so much, without having to go to the retail third-party markets to bring in services for your business or for your buildings. There's a compression of the supply chain. Stay on top of it because you're going to find value there.